Think back to your first year of college. Now, for some of you, that might be a little harder than others, but what was running through your head? Were you excited? Were you anxious? Were you scared? For me, I had all of these feelings. Most of all, I was afraid. Afraid that I wouldn't find my group on campus. I was involved with innovation and creativity starting in the first grade and was nervous I wouldn't find that at Michigan Tech. Almost randomly, I was in a class where my TAs were University Innovation Fellows and working to create a makerspace on campus. This space reminded me of what I was searching for, and I got really excited to be a part of the group. Next thing I knew, I was a fellow. Nearing the end of my first year, Humira posted in the UIF Facebook group about this opportunity called #UIFresh, or University Innovation Freshmen, as a way to reach out to first-year students. I saw this message and immediately wanted to get involved. This is it. This is what I wish I would have had right away when I first got to campus. This was our time to be able to share the innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship and be able to engage students right away. We decided to make it happen, but it was time for summer and we needed to plan the experience. Our team was split across the US, different time zones, different work schedules, and I was the only person on campus. A week before the event, we had a detailed plan for a 30-minute design thinking workshop that all first-year students at Michigan Tech would go through, and we had the chance to be able to run through the event with our orientation team leaders. After a successful run-through with the OTLs, we went live, and holy crap. At the end of the day, we had facilitated a design thinking workshop for not just our normal 5 to 50 people, but all 1,300 first-year students at Michigan Tech. My next holy crap moment was having the opportunity to present about UIFresh and reflect on our event at 2 separate conferences, one of them being at the Silicon Valley Meetup last year on this exact same stage. Around this time, I did a lot of reflecting on UIFresh. It really hit that I'm able to engage with first-year students and give them the opportunity to find a group to call home. This opportunity that I was so nervous I wouldn't get when I got to college. We used the momentum we had from our presentations to get changes that we had seen were necessary, and orientation granted them all, and we started planning for round 2. While we had more fellows on our team, we were spread across the US again in many different time zones, and again, I was the only one on campus. We made our necessary changes to put on another successful UIFresh event, and we're able to do a run-through with the OTLs like the previous year. Only this year it was a little different. Brad and I normally facilitate workshops together, and he wasn't there to facilitate with me. We also would be in different locations the day of the event. After the run-through, one of the OTLs came up to me and told me they hoped their team got to go to Brad's location and not mine. I honestly didn't know what to say. I was already freaking out because Brad graduates at the end of the year, and I wasn't sure if I could do any of this without him. He's my partner in crime. Hearing that slight comment made me doubt my abilities to be able to plan and facilitate without him next year. I remember sitting there and thinking about all of the things that had gotten me to the place where I am today. All of the opportunities that I have had really do prove that I can do this. Through this seemingly random occurrence of becoming a UIF, I've gained much more confidence in myself and what I'm capable of doing. I've found my UI familia. With my experience may have been random, UIFresh gives us an opportunity to be able to reach out to these first-year students on our campuses and make these random connections not so random. We have the opportunity to help students find their group on campus. So I challenge you. How might we make these early connections more intentional? Thank you.